Now you're getting this error message called account assignment mandatory for material. The reason for this is because the material type of this material is maintained as a non-valuated non-stock material. So the solution for this during practice is to change the attributes of the material type from non-valuated non-stock to stock material. But for that, I need to first check the material type of that material. So we use the transaction code MM60 to check the material type of that material. Enter the plant codes here, VGP1 and VGP2. Click on execute. And here it will show me the material numbers and the material type. So except for 12001, which is of different material type, all the material type are of ROH material type. So now I need to go to the material type attribute. So we go to STRO IMG, Logistics General, Material Master, Basic Settings, Material Types, define attributes of material types, execute. Select that material type, double click on quantity value updating, go to the relevant plant and check these boxes under quantity updating and value updating for all the relevant plants and save it. Done. So now go back to MA51N and create the document again. So when I press enter, the details of the material, like the short text, the description, the unit of measurement, the delivery date format, material group, purchasing group will be automatically copied from the material master. And in the item detail part, the details of that item will be automatically updated. And since I've checked the source determination checkbox, system will show me the list of vendors who are authorized to supply that material to that plant on that specified date and at the price at which they are going to supply it. So all this data will be displayed when you check the source determination. For your initial practice, do not check the source determination checkbox. So just create it directly. Again, select the document type, enter the material numbers. So you can just enter the details. So you can enter the data for any number of plans. Since this is just an internal document. Since we have created two plans, I've just maintained the data for both the plans. So once the data is entered, click on check here to allow the system to check if there are any errors. Once you get the message, no message is issued, that means all the data is accurate as per requirement. Click on save. So like this, I can create as many purchase requisitions as are required. To change a purchase requisition, you go to ME52N and make the necessary changes. ME53N is used for displaying the purchase requisition data. All the data will be in display mode. Once you're done, to check the list of purchase requisitions, we can use the standard transaction code ME5A, enter the criteria for pulling out the relevant list of purchase requisitions. Okay, I'm sorry for this. Just give me one moment. So you can use ME5A to enter the this is happening. Again, I seem to be getting disconnected by the system. Just give me one moment. Okay, sorry for this. Let me go back, and once you specify MA5A, you can enter any criteria to fill out the relevant data. So since we have just created one purchase requisition with two items in the document, it's just showing me one document with two items. Okay. So once the purchase requisition, this is how the purchase requisition activities are carried out. Next, we're going to talk about the request for quotation. Now, request for quotation is a document which is created by the company code for getting comparative prices from different vendors for various material services required in case either the information already available with the company code is outdated, or in case of a new material which the company is going to purchase for the first time. Okay. Now the data is common for all the vendors, and each request for quotation document will be created for a specific purchasing organization. So let's see how to create a request for quotation. Transaction code is MA41. An RFQ document, that's a request for quotation, can be created with reference to a purchase requisition or outline agreement, or copied from another RFQ document. Or you can also create it without reference by entering all the data manually. That's what we're going to do partially, and then we use the reference to purchase requisition. RFQ type identifies the document type of the document. Since RFQ, the standard document is AN, specify that. Language key identifies the language in which the data in the RFQ will be maintained. Universal it is EN. RFQ date is the date on which you're going to create the document. Deadline identifies the date by which the vendors have to send the quotations. For your practice, you can enter the current date, but in the real time, there will be at least 7 days difference between the RFQ date, the document date, and the deadline date. Next would be to enter the relevant purchasing organization and a purchasing group. And these fields are used for maintaining any default data, which is common data for all or most of the items. Click on the reference to purchase requisition button to create the link to the purchase requisition document we have created. Enter the document number, press enter. Okay, just give me one moment. Okay, sorry for the delay. Just create another document here, the purchase requisition document. Certain changes made which were not allowed in the standard system. Sorry for that.